Hello, everybody, and welcome to another chapter in the long legacy of the Big Ten Conference. It's a championship game in the new expanded Big Ten, and there are high stakes here, not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for a run at the national championship with an automatic bid. There's a lot more at stake than a championship trophy here today. There's playoff positioning and potentially just getting into the playoff on the line as well. So the stakes have never been higher. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the Washington State Cougars, taking on the second-ranked team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Hey, guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looks to the left, pass caught. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Yeah, they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
The corner's now playing a couple of yards off the ball. Pressure is coming. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete. The offense now facing a third and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. And here comes the punter onto the field. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. We'll try to run it with the option. He'll pitch it. Tackle made, but it's enough for the first down. A well-executed option play.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this first down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area, Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades, going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently, and, of course, Saquon Barkley. I mean, the list goes on of great Penn State running backs, and I'm sure they're proud to see him running the football the way he is today.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver, and he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. It was a foot race, and he won it. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the Wazoo offense back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Breaking free at the 35. That picks up a first down. We'll spot it at the 39. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Back to throw. It's Wade. There's a screen pass to the running back. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Airing this one out toward the sideline. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Washington State.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They punched it in their last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? A handoff to the back. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Escapes the pocket. The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down.
And the Nittany Lions starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's DeMarco. But the play loses yardage. Very tough 2nd down coming up now.
On a wide receiver screen with a corner that tight, you've got to do a good job of blocking him or screening him. Nobody there, and a quick reaction by the corner allows him to make a nice play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's DeMarco. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a 1st down. The Nittany Lions will crank up the tempo.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a 1st down.
And they hand it off to the back. Nowhere to run up the middle.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They get him down. The gain moves the ball to the +40.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And there's the handoff. Finding space at the 20. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8.
Boy, really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's first and goal for the offense.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with first and goal. Caught in the backfield. It's Brooks. Touchdown, Penn State. Strong game by this quarterback. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Washington State's offense back on the field now. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. And the pass is incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Here's the second down play. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Looking to pass. It's Wade. Fires it to the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Drop him back. They're going to throw for the first down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Whoa, talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical third down. If this linebacker doesn't lower the blow, great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to fourth down.
And the punt team now on to kick it away. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. The return man flashing his elusive speed. They finally get him, but it's a big gain. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They're trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's escaping the pocket now. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there.
Man, when a quarterback starts moving around like that, you move into what some defensive coordinators would call a second play because it becomes almost like backyard football at that point. That was a good job by the defense playing discipline and forcing the incompletion.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. And it's caught. Breaks loose at the 45. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. And the Nittany Lions looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Oh, my gosh. What a great play by the offense. And on the other side, how frustrating for this defense. They had everybody covered downfield. The quarterback looks like he's almost giving up on the play, checks it down to the running back. And how about the back, what he does with the ball in his hands after the catch, picks up the first down.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And the quarterback keeps it here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Well, not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback looking to scramble. They get him down, but that's a good run, enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
They'll test the right side here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
Getting set. Here's second down. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. They convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Now here's the toss play. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
Boy, when you get down into the red zone, one thing we know about quarterbacks in the passing game is the windows are tight. Love to see this offense here picking up some positive yards down in this tight area by getting the ball to a playmaker and letting him do his thing.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. He goes nowhere. Back-to-back stops by this defense.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Now they line up to kick the extra point. PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Cougars offense back on the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. To the air. It's Wade. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Always have to be careful on the sideline not to step out accidentally. The wide receiver does a good job here.
Down he goes, a sack.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
That sack sets up a second down and long. The shotgun running play call. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. Crucial third down play coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And the tackle is made. Not the big play they were looking for, but a pretty solid gain.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
And completion makes it second and short. Here's the option play. That's a big gain. Great decision to keep the ball and pick up the first down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
First down here for this offense. Quarterback still with the football. Oh, and he fumbles. And the defense jumps on the football.
You know, I like this quarterback's ability in the option game. He just doesn't do a good job of protecting the football game. You've got to be dialed in with your fundamentals or it can cost you at any moment.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They make the tackle, but not a solid gain on that pass.
Boy, a great slant by the receiver. What I love is the quarterback found the window that he wanted to make the accurate throw.
Crucial third down play after that completion. Linebackers making some adjustments now. Caught over the middle. It's Yang. Brought down to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. This Washington State offense is moving quickly down the field. The shotgun handoff here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Man, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
They get to the line in a hurry here for this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, nearly an interception. Son could not quite hold on. It'll bring up fourth down now.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board, and now the offense has a chance to kick a field goal by that missed opportunity and dropping that interception.
Right down the middle. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Yeah, I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. A fumble the last possession only led to a field goal. Can they shake off that mistake and get it going here? On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking right, this one caught. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
And isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Ram down the middle. It's Brooks.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Nittany Lions looking to crank up the tempo a bit. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. And the Nittany Lions begin a new series here. 1st and 10. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Gets past the tackler into open space now. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Well, they try the middle, but stop for no gain. Offense getting set. It's second down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Lets it go quickly. He pulls it in for a big gain. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a first and goal. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
Looks like one more play here before halftime. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Second and goal. Look at this. They come out in a 5-wide formation. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Caught near the goal line. And the defense tackles him in what should be the final play of this first half. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. And it's caught from inside the 20. Brought down at the 29. That's where they'll start the drive. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Running back grabs it on a screen. And they're finally able to stop him. A great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there. The Nittany Lions come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. And I think in the process, Chris, they sent a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Quick throw. The catch is made. He's found some room at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Ball handed to the running back, and that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Handoff from the shotgun. He shows off the juking ability, but not much room to run. It's a short game. So the offense faces 3rd and short from the plus 26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Try and muscle for the first down. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on 3rd down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that first down.
So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. And it's good right down the middle. And they add to their lead. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Washington State offense back out on the field now. Difficult to win games kicking field goals. To cut into this lead, they got to find the end zone. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass. It's Wade. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
An inside give now from the shotgun. He's brought down out at the 46.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Gets made on the out route. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Good catch just past the first down line to allow the drive to continue. It's a nice play by the quarterback and wide receiver there.
And he just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Oh, and it's almost picked off. A chance for their first interception today. They're going to set up 3rd down. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Quick throw, testing the middle. And he's got it. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Back to throw again. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Now it's 2nd down here. Secondary backed up off the ball now. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Not much on that play, brought down short. So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. To the air, it's Wade. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington State. Methodical but effective. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Settled for a field goal last time out. Can they open things up on this possession? It's an option look. The back's got it on the pitch. Breaks loose at the 45. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run.
Man, this guy can fly. He gets one crease in the defense, and phew, he is gone. This guy is as fast as there is in the game.
It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. Makes a quick catch. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
And the quarterback keeps it on the option. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State.
And sometimes you know the quarterback's going to run the ball. You put your defense in position, and he still gets yards. In fact, he makes them pay for it, gets all the way to the end zone.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Wazoo offense back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Fired into a tight window and picked off. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. As the first down is still going. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. This offense is still clicking. So the offense flexing here, Kirk, and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Now that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. There's the kickoff team now. He's set to boot this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Washington State's offense back on the field now. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Going for a big play downfield. Oh, the pass is picked off. Look out, he's got some space. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
The offense makes its way onto the field, hoping for a successful drive. Here's the handoff. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Powering through. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Man, is he pretty to watch run this option. He is so dangerous with the threat to run or to throw. This time he keeps it himself, and you can see how much ground he eats up with that kind of speed.
He'll hand it off. Touchdown, Penn State. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. And they'll set up for the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Cougars offense back on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Back to pass. It's Wade. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit... Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. They're going to run it here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if this game can get a little bit more competitive. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Tailback takes the handoff again. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down.
Here we go.
They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. He was on the mark with his last kick, but this one is from 50 yards away. And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Washington State offense back out on the field now. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Okay, ready?
Second down after that previous play.
Get set. Get set. We're ready.
It's a shotgun run call. Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, man, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Handoff here from the shotgun. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. That run sets up an important third down call for this offense.
Easy.
They'll run it here. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a first down.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Stop after a small gain. Now looking at second and 9. Split backfield here.
42 Spider.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Powers through. I tried to use the stiff arm there, but the defense corrals him quickly.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And here's the handoff. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. They got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Washington State getting set with a first and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Defense finally gets him down, but he showcased the shiftiness on that play.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
And they've got him. Second down and goal.
325.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Washington State.
You know, today's not been their day, but the thing that you can always hang your hat on is these guys are still competing. They come up with a touchdown here late in the fourth quarter. You can use that as hopefully some momentum into next week.
Extra point splits the uprights. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building on the lead here in the second half. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Got it.
Back behind the quarterback, aligned in the pistol. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. First down here for this offense. And it's a kneel down. Second down play coming up. Looks like the offense will just take a knee here. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. It's always a special year when, after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. We're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.